I think it's safe to say. I think it's safe to say that UK is gone, right? We can't that shit has been terminated. We can't get it back. There's literally no option for us to get it back. And I want to show you a video of one of the world's strongest men, and he has an opinion. He's on a podcast of Rob Moore, and I just want to show you guys what he has to say because of UK, the situation that is currently evolving right there, over there, whatever. It's 2026, and we're still on the same bullshit. We need somebody like Trump. We actually do. I'm not gonna stop until I raise awareness. We need somebody in Europe to cleanse that shit from happening. That's just no. There's no easy way to put it. Let's get into the video. Hope you guys like it, enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notification. Let that bell ring you. And let's get into the video. And it's never working. It's just not working. Let's restart it. There it is. All right. There it is. Let's go.
Do you still back Trump?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I think Trump, like, love him or hate him.
All right. First point. Trump, love him or hate him. First point. We already no Vaseline, no warm up, no lube up, nothing out there. We going right in. All right. I guess it's just like that. Trump, love him or hate him. Man, that's just some in the middle, man. You can't. On one aspect, you gotta hate him, and one aspect, you gotta love him. There's like a lot of politicians move that way, or a lot of celebrities move that way. Like in certain aspects, you like him, or you want him to like it, so you like him. And then on the other hand, man, he's a piece of shit. But like, he's our piece of shit. And let's be honest, I'd rather have Trump than Kamala, Tim Walz, and all of these idiots. I'm in Switzerland. My government and regime is not really affected by the big by the big US of A, right? But still, I mean, like, shit affects everybody anywhere. Had a lot of people telling me, bro, why you keep on why you so interested in foreign politics? Doesn't concern you. And I'm like, bro, of course, of course it concerns me. It concerns everybody if you don't get it, if you haven't gotten it already.
I think he's doing what the people want deep down. I think, he's a man of the people. And
My prediction for that video, I'm gonna stop as much as I want because that's my content. Mm, I think that dude, he will praise Trump in the end, and UK needs one of them. UK desperately needs, bro. Not just UK, whole of Europe. We need another another Adolf.
he's not even my president, but I can just see from an
Same.
outside perspective, in my opinion, I just feel like he's doing good things. He's just talking sense. He's being real. He's not bowing down to woke bullshit.
Yeah,
He's keeping, in my
yeah,
opinion, he's keeping America on a good track.
yeah.
Whether people are sort of,
That's true. He keeps America on the right track. Like, yeah, I mean, like, it's one of the biggest scandals ever to hit the media, the Epstein files and that whatsoever. But you gotta admit, putting that Epstein bullshit beside, he's not bowing down to LGBT. Definitely not. He canceled that woke movement. He, yeah, he's trying to create order in a mental chaos, right? So that's something. That's something. Imagine like the other way around, not doing anything about the Epstein files, like Trump and promoting mental disorder. You can't. You just can't. And that's how too. Like he's hard on immigration and not that woke mentality bullshit.
Agree or disagree on that, that's totally down to them. I'm not going to get into that shit, but
Yeah.
I support Trump. I think of all the presidents we've had so far, I think he's been the one that's been the most relatable to the people.
And how do you think our Prime Minister is in terms of...
Keir Starmer is the biggest fucking cunt
Yeah.
on planet Earth.
Don't hold it back.
I'm not going to hold it back. He is a specky-eyed cunt. Honestly, I can't think of any more bloke that's more hated in the UK right now than Keir Starmer. He has backtracked and fucking gone back on so many different things in Britain, and people have
The UK Premier Minister is absolutely...
had enough. You
What
know,
is
you
that?
speak to the Joe public. Everyone
The UK Prime Minister, man, he needs to be removed from his ability or like his position of power. He just needs to be removed. There's no easy way to put it. But like the UK is going downhill, and like people like the EU, we're being destroyed. We need fucking help, bro. We need help. All right? We actually need it, bro. This. We need somebody like Trump to pack the bull by the fucking balls and just like get rid of the scum.
just had enough. The immigration, the taxes, the schooling, this digital ID bullshit. It just he's not listening to the people, what the people fucking want, and that's what makes him a bad prime minister. He's not listening to the fucking general public.
Why do you think he's not? Why is he so tone deaf then?
I think they just live in. Honestly, I think the MPs and that sort of. I think they just live in a different world to us. I don't think they have to deal with that shit. You know, they don't live next to these immigration hotels. They don't have kids that live next to these immigration hotels that are getting sexually abused and molested, and they're not like family members.
That's true, bro. That's true, bro. Those people always are like, yeah, let him in and blah whatsoever. There was a reel where like a pro immigration guy was completely overrun from one guy asking him, like, yeah, you support immigration, right? So they don't have a place to stay. There's like 6 people from Honduras. You should take him. And he's like, no, now we can't. Move him somewhere else. As long as you don't have to deal with it yourself actively, you're always trying to push people into a role that you don't like. It's just like that. It's just like that. And it's absolutely wild to think about that. It's absolutely wild. The people live next to the immigration center. The politicians, they probably live somewhere in a gated community outside of London, like real safe, real good, you know? And they don't give a shit about the people. They really don't. What are they trying to do? Destroy Europe. Europe needs to wake up. Some of these politicians are like immensely, and I'm so glad that I'm not a part of the UK. I'm sorry, guys, but that country is going to shit. And unless somebody steps in, I'm not the right somebody. I certainly not. If I have the reach and the power, maybe I can like do something. But right now, bro, and I don't want to abuse my power, even if I had it. Because that voice comes with great responsibilities. And but the people need to stand up and show and really say what they want. There was there was like that 1 to 3 million people parade protest, and they actively had to, like, after that, like, something was being done. Not really, but like you could feel the tension after that big protest. You could feel it.
They were attacked and raped and everything. It doesn't affect them.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't.
they're in a different world. They earn this, this higher bracket of income. They live in these high castles. They live in these, high tier houses in London. They're just in a different fucking bubble to us. And I genuinely think someone like Keir Starmer would do him a world of good. Come and live in the centre of Birmingham. Go and live in the centre of Birmingham for fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and just get stuck in. Just go to the fucking shops. Just go, go to a fucking garage. Go to a supermarket. Go and have a pint, and just see what the fucking people are saying. And see what's happening on the streets. I think that's what our prime minister should do. Is fucking lower himself down
Yeah,
to the general public's level
yeah,
and realize that
yeah.
he's serving the wrong people. He's serving the MPs and everybody else. He's not serving the mass population in the country.
And would you leave? How are you feeling about staying here?
I'm getting fucked off with it. Yeah, it's got to the point now where
People are leaving UK. I see it left and right, and I can't blame them. That's like a point where I would gladly take up foreign people, because you've had it with here. I know it's not the right. It's not the right decision, but still, I can completely understand it why people move out, and like certain people move to the US from UK. I would too. I'm not saying the US is the best option, but bro, oh my God, yeah, they're doing this deliberately. We're being financed by the Middle East. They got that money. They got that Vanguard money and stuff. That oil money.
they keep doing all these surveys and everything about how we can increase taxes, and every single time it always points to the wealthy, right? So it always
Always.
points to people like myself and like pay more tax. I tell you now, I pay more tax than most people in this fucking world. And to point the finger at us and say just pay more tax, that's just such a fucking pussy way out of it. And the prime minister should be thinking of ways to fix it. Number one, stop immigration, stop illegal immigration. That would fix so much fucking.
How can we go from a problem that we see in the US have? Like, all the politician was looking at, like, what was that idiot called? Joe Biden, right? The mongoloid. Now, there were so many people, like, looking at the US, pointing fingers, like saying, "Oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. How can you let anybody into the country?" And look at us now. I mean, like, Switzerland stopped. At least Switzerland is not giving aid to. And I'm so down. Close all the borders. Close all the borders. And then let the people decide. Let the people decide. Otherwise, I go to China.
Funding in this country, the amount of our tax money going on illegal immigrants is insane.
5.5 million a day, just for the hotels.
Just
for the hotels.
Just for the hotels. Don't factor in the laptops, the phones,
the PlayStations, the bikes.
PlayStations, the bikes, the food. They even get 500 quid on the birthday. Did you know that?
That's so insane. That's so insane. And they're throwing out the people's money. They're throwing out the people's money. These people need to be publicly, yeah. These people have no regard. They play with your money. You have to pay taxes, and I'm getting fucking sick of it. I understand everybody who's not paying taxes. I understand, but you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. I'm not here promoting illegal activities. I'm not. Nobody should be doing that. There's no excuse for nobody whatsoever. Not for the politician, not for the president, not for God Himself. And I'm getting angry at that. I like that dude. I absolutely love that dude. Like, these people have their head so far up somebody's ass that the only thing they can smell is the is.
Did you know that?
I didn't before you told me before we went
My
on. Yeah.
500 quid on their birthday. My son doesn't get 500 quid off the fucking government on the birthday. You fucking specky-eyed cunt. So
Yeah, he's so right, bro. I never go to the UK again. I've had like, what is it called? I was there for 4 weeks for a language school. I was living with a family there in Bournemouth, not Birmingham. It was somewhere in the south of England. Not quite sure. But it's an absolute shit show. It's an absolute shit show, and it should not. I mean, like, you guys hearing that? What he said? Immigrants are getting 500 quids per birthday. That immigration politics we have in Switzerland, it's the same bullshit. We have, what is it called? We have Krankenkassen. So like we pay for our health insurance. Health insurance, that's the word. We pay for health insurance. But if an illegal alien wants to have like a sexual change, he can be registered with the Swiss health insurance, and our premiums, like our rates going up 15%, so that immigrants are covered. It's such a bullshit. It's so bullshit. It's unbelievable. And that system from Rothschild and Arab that was put in place in 1903, it needs to be broken. It definitely needs to be broken. There's no sugarcoating it. Now, I'm finishing that video, and then I'm off because
yeah, I'm just done with it. Like, there's better ways to fucking save tax money
yeah,
rather than pointing the finger at the super rich. And it's just because people like myself will just pick up shop and fuck off, and then the country will be worse off, way worse off. And that's what's happened in other countries: is they've pointed the finger at the mega rich, they've made them pay more tax, and what happens?
They leave.
Fuck off to Dubai, they fuck off to fucking wherever, and then that tax never fucking happens.
And then the working class have to pay more
And then
tax.
the working class have to pay more. So just use common sense. And it's so easy. Like, you do
Yeah.
these polls and they give them to the general public. And of course they're going to say, tax the wealthy more, because they don't know any better. But what really needs to happen is the MP should be going, right, where can we actually save money? And it's fucking, stuff like illegal immigration.
yeah.
Let's fuck that off before we start taxing our own people.
I did a video where a woman was getting welfare checks for up to 6 years. Bro, 6 years. I wouldn't even get unemployment checks for more than 2 years. I could work my ass off for a couple of years, more even, and I wouldn't even be. A place wasn't even secure for me in unemployed welfare checks. Imagine that. And then you look around and you see an illegal immigrant being taken care of, like for nothing, for nothing. Absolute cancer to society, a fucking burden to the people, and they point the finger at us, and I'm the one feeling bad for being unemployed. That stuff needs to happen to change. We need, and if the government doesn't, how can I put that right? If the government doesn't support the people's will for change, Let the hunting season begin.
more.
And it's done. It's done. What was the last sentence that he said?
We actually save money. And it's fucking, you know, stuff like illegal immigration. Let's fuck that off before we start taxing our own people.
Give a shout out to Eddie Hall. Yeah. See, it's not it's every country almost. All the countries we looked up to. Well, all the countries which were they doing it on purpose. Yeah, boys. I don't know what to say. I'm getting pissed off by the way the world works. So I'm here. I'm here for one reason: spread awareness and do something with my voice. With that being said, boys, hope you have a great time, great day. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Don't let nobody tell you what to think, what to do. I am out. Have a great one.